Many times a client will express to us that they're not the type of person that brings a lawsuit, and especially in the circumstance where they're injured by a fireman or a police officer or people that we've all been taught to respect and look up to. But we often have to explain to the client and sit down with them and tell them that they have to think about themselves and where they may be in a couple of years. And if they're in a bad situation where they're unable to provide for themselves or their families, they really need to take steps now to protect themselves and their families for down the road. We have handled many cases involving municipal vehicles. A municipal vehicle could be a fire vehicle, a police vehicle, or an ambulance. And those types of vehicles are held to a different standard than ordinary drivers. And that different standard means that if they are in the course of an emergency, the only way that you could bring a case against them is if they are reckless in their behavior, in the way they were driving their vehicles. That's a higher standard than ordinary drivers. When bringing a claim against a municipality like New York City, Nassau County, or Suffolk County, it's very important to contact us right away. And the reason being is because when you bring a claim against a municipality, you have to give them notice of your intention to bring a claim within 90 days. If you don't bring that notice to claim against the municipality, your case is over. If a police officer or a fireman or an ambulance driver is responding to an emergency, they have a different level of care than the ordinary driver. However, there are requirements that they still have to have due care for the other people on the road. If they are operating an emergency, they have to have their lights and their sirens on. And we've seen cases where either the police officer, the fireman, or the ambulance driver is not going to an emergency, or they aren't driving with their lights and sirens. In those cases, we've been successful in bringing a claim against the municipality.